Hey everyone, Mike here. I have a lot of people that ask me what motorized unit do I use to spin up my brushes. I haven't made the dual motor brush machine lately. I'm probably going to do them again, but I don't know because of the price on them, which was $250 to $300, and I sold quite a few of them, but I have something that's way easier, and that's the Vise attached brush table. Now it doesn't have a motor, so I had to come up with something to be able to spin the brushes and do it conveniently, and hopefully find something, which I did about a couple of years ago, a little over a couple of years ago, to find something that was inexpensive. The one that I found was $11. I got it off of Amazon, and it is a frothy frother, and it has an aluminum body. It has the windings in this motor has got to be pretty tight in a lot of them, because this unit is actually well balanced, and it's heavy. I mean, for what it looks like, it's pretty heavy. The reason why I like this one is because the power switch is right on the side here, okay? And the other thing I like is it's got a piece up on top where I can actually govern the spin by just putting my finger on this part right here, and just put my finger on it. I mean, it's a very low RPM, power motor, torque motor is what I'm wanting to say. Very low torque, but it's got enough torque to spin your brushes. So this one's mine, and I do have a wire coupler on here, and it is a 1/16 inch wire coupler. I split it off so that if I decided I could use other tools and insert them on my spinning tool. So we're going to go ahead and open this box up here. I did buy a second one. I'm going to debate on whether I want to put this on my Etsy store or not. If anybody wants it, just reach out to me and maybe we can make some kind of an arrangement. But I'm going to go ahead and put this one together, and we're going to pull it out of the box, and it's just that simple. I mean, there's nothing to put together. You pull it out, and it has everything there, plus stuff that you don't need. Okay, and what you don't need. Maybe I better hang on to that box in case somebody wants to buy it. So the only thing that we don't need is this spring frother up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut that off. Now I did already pre-measure this to end up being the same as my brush spinner, and so I'm going to take a pair of cutters and cut that off. Just that simple. That's what you want to do, and this is what you want to end up with. You just have this shaft here, this part here, you can just throw it away. Alright, so with these cutters, what you're going to end up with is a pretty pointy, sharp piece on the tip. So just to get that fixed, I'm going to use my sander here that has a metal sanding belt on it, and I'm going to kind of dull this up right here. So I'm going to, you're not going to see it. I'm just going to do it. That was easy. It still has a little bit of a burr on it. you want to get that burr off of there. You want to get the burr off because when you go to spin with your thread, you don't want the burr cutting your thread. So make sure that you get this the point. You can use a file to do this. File that point down. Turn your frother on. Take the file, and you can kind of hit it and take all that off. And if you want to, you can take some abrasive paper or emery cloth or something like that, and smooth it out some more. Okay, so now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to bend this to get a hook on the end of it. Okay, all we need to do is get a hook, and I have the hook in such a way that where this part of where it's going to catch the thread is going to be in line with the shaft. All right, so we're going to do that, and that's pretty simple. Again, we just take our round nose pliers. Now these are like a jeweler's pliers, so you don't need that hook to be very big, really. So you just grab it, and you're going to bend. Now it's not going to bend real easy, but it'll bend. Like I said, not going to bend real easy. This is like it's like piano wire or something, real thick, heavy piano wire. Okay. I don't remember it being this hard. Wait a minute, maybe I'm using the wrong pliers. Let's try these here. These have a round off here. That was much better. It always helps to have the right tools. Now what I'm going to do, since I've got the hook on there, like so, I'm going to now bend this back this way just a little bit. And you can grab it and just kind of give it a little twist. Like I said, I don't remember this being this hard. It is hard, but that's what you want right there. You can see how that shaft goes straight up and hits the curve inside your hook there. All right, so that's pretty much it on making one of these. They're $11 on Amazon. I'll have a link to it in the description on the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Facebook or something like that, you're going to have to click on the video and go to the app so that you can go down to the description, and that's where the information will be. But this one here's done, and it's ready for somebody if they want it. Again, it was $11, but for me to put all this together and everything and shipping, I'm probably going to be asking $25 for it. So if you want it, let me know, and you can either do it through the Etsy store or we can work something out. So just real quick, since I did that, we'll go ahead and throw together a brush using this the spinner. Now, a lot of people use drills and all kinds of things to spin them up. You know, you've got regular fly tying spinners that you can get, but you're not going to have anything as convenient as this right here. You're not going to get a brush making table as convenient as this, because this folds down and goes out of the way. It goes down out of the way and you pull it up. It's always there. You don't have to go searching for it. You don't have to lay it out. You don't have to get anything, out of your way to build your brushes. You just twist it, bring it up, and it tucks in nicely right behind the vise. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw a brush together. And this isn't going to be anything special, it's just going to just show you how the frother thingy works. So we'll go ahead and lay out some material on this. I'm not going to put all of it on there because we're not really building a fly. I'm just going to demonstrate the frother. Okay, so you'd come over, you grab your thread and come over to the top, wrap it in, pull the frother back. Your material is going to be, if you want a little bit longer than the length that you cut, you'll have some of the material lopsided or heavy to one side than the other side. And then when this actually spins up, what will happen is that longer side will give that more teardrop shape, and the shorter side is going to build some bulk up in the shorter end of your taper, and it just makes an awesome brush. Now you don't need a whole lot of material. You want to be careful when you spin this up on new batteries, because it will whip it through quickly and break on you, break your thread. You don't want to do that. Okay, now one of the other things that I do is I use a pair of 3-inch hemostats. I believe these are 3-inch. I cut the tips off, and then I put some silicone tubing over the end to make sure that it doesn't, the teeth of the hemostats don't cut into into the thread and break it. This is actually one of the best hackle pliers that you could possibly use, is hemostats with the tubing, silicone tubing on the end. So you see, as you can see, you just spin this up and brush out your material. Tell you, it looks like crap when you do this, but once you get it all the way brushed out, then you end up with a really nice looking tail. This is a way better way to get your materials on to your hook, so that you have that shape on there, and you're not trying to put material on top, spin it, use your thumb to move it around, put it on the bottom, move your thumb around, try to get it all nice and even and everything. By doing it with a brush allows you to wrap it, you're palmering it all the way around, and then you end up with that really perfect looking teardrop shape right there. Of course, the camera is a little bit off. I'm gonna have to make an adjustment on that one for the next video, but but that's it. Now all you need to do, I'm not going to do it here, but all you would need to do is bring your table back up and load it back up with some more material. You can actually shorten the material slightly. It's always best, I think, like I was saying earlier, to leave one side of your brush heavy. I think that gives you the better teardrop shape. The other thing that you want to do is to make sure that you don't use a lot of material. I mean, you want to be able to see through your material and see the table nicely, because when you do your wrap, when you wrap your material, what happens is this line, this thread, wraps onto the other thread and encapsulates all this material, and it shrinks up, okay? So if you have like sparsely laid out material, by the time it gets all wrapped up, it squeezes it all together and you've got a lot of material. And that's where a lot of people make a mistake on making their brushes. They put too much material down. I hate it when people say less is more. Less is not more. Less is better, but never put more down. Don't get that term confused. I mean, I know where the term originally came from back in the 30s from an architect, a German architect, but that was stupid back then and it's stupid today. Use a little. A little goes a long way. You can always put more on, but if you use too much, then what's going to happen is you're going to want to take it off, or you're going to spend time trimming it up. Doing it this way, there's very little trimming. I mean, you can trim them if you want to, but there's very little trimming to do when you do it this way. You use this table, your table, somebody else's table, it doesn't matter. But these things are a really good buy at under $40. You'll really like it. If you go to my Etsy store, there'll be a link in the description, like I was saying a minute ago. If you go there, you can read all the reviews on this. I've got 5 stars on this table. It is the best Vise attached table that you can get out there. There's none that even comes close to it. And I'm not saying that just because I'm the one that designed it and made it. I'm telling you that because of all the hundreds of customers that I've had that told me that they really love their table. And I think if you got one, you would too. And when you do it, you're going to want to get, and there will be a link for this, you're going to want to make sure you're going to get this frother. It is a really hard wire, so you're going to want to have these bending pliers that has the little groove on one side and a post on the other, so you can get a better grip and twist that baby around. That's what you're going to want. That's what you're going to want to do. Anyway, this is Mike. Until the next video, we'll catch you later.